Hey yo, welcome to the channel for my Premier League predictions. Game week 10. Game week 9 was an exciting week, and in game week 9 I got 3 spot on prediction, which was between Bournemouth versus Wolves and Manchester City versus Brighton, and the last was Sheffield United versus Manchester United. I got all these 3 games spot on predicted, and going to this game week 10 I'm expecting to do more. Left with one game in game week 9, which is between Tottenham Hotspur versus Fulham. But before that, if you're new and subscribed to the channel, put on the notification bell. Anytime I release a video, you may be one of the first people to be notified. Subscribe, like this video, and comment your prediction or your expectation for this game week 10. Without wasting much of your time, let's get into it one time. Just before we get into the game week 10 predictions, I want to thank and appreciate each and everybody for subscribing to this channel. Without you, I don't know who will be watching this video. So God bless you all for subscribing. 3K on our way to 4K at the moment, and I really appreciate each and everybody. Thank you for subscribing. Keep liking my videos, share with friends. I know it's been a tough journey, and I know with you guys we are going to get higher and higher. Let's get into the game week 10 predictions. And the first game in game week 10 is between Crystal Palace versus Tottenham Hotspur. I know Tottenham Hotspur are yet to play their game against Fulham, and where Crystal Palace also lost 4-0 against Newcastle in game week 9. Going to this game week 10, this is the first game, and I think Tottenham Hotspur going to this game, they still want to be at the top of the table, and facing Crystal Palace, a team who is also trying to grind results despite with a couple of bad and good games. I think going to this game is going to be a tough game, but I'm predicting Tottenham Hotspur to win by 2-0. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Crystal Palace 0. Yes, and the next game is between Chelsea versus Brentford. Chelsea in game week 9 draw 2-2 against Arsenal, and Brentford also win by 3-0 against Burnley. These two teams were impressive despite Chelsea drew 2-2 with Arsenal. But as I was watching the game, going to that game, I predicted 2-1 win for Chelsea, and I mean there was a couple of mistakes from Sanchez, and we all know what happened. But going to this game, I think Chelsea is building a momentum, and for some past 5 games or 3 games, the performance has been impressive. And going to this game, I'm not expecting Chelsea to disappoint. So going to this game, I'm predicting a 2-0 win for Chelsea. Chelsea 2, Brentford 0. Yes, and the next game is between Bournemouth versus Burnley. In game week 9, Bournemouth lost against Wolves, where Burnley also lost against Brentford. But going to this game, these are 2 clubs who will be fighting for survival at the end of the season. But at this point in the season, in game week 10, I think going to this game is going to be a tough game for both clubs, and I'm predicting a low scoring match. I'm predicting a 1-1 draw. Bournemouth 1, Burnley 1. Yes, and the next game is between Wolves versus Newcastle. Despite Newcastle didn't have good start in the season, they faced tough matches, Man City and the rest. But at this point, I think they are performing and they are scoring more goals. So going into this game against Wolves, Wolves in game week 9 also won 2-1 against Bournemouth, which was very impressive. They came down from 1 goal and win by 2-1. So it was impressive. But going to this game against Newcastle, a high scoring team like Newcastle, I think going to this game is going to be a tough game. So I'm predicting a 3-1 win for Newcastle. Newcastle 3, Wolves 1. Yes, and the next game is between West Ham United versus Everton. West Ham in game week 9 lost to Aston Villa by 4-1. Everton also lost to Liverpool by 2-0. But going into those games, I predicted Everton to win over Liverpool, which it was weird. And West Ham also have to draw with Aston Villa. That was based on my predictions, and at the end of the day, both clubs lost it. But going to this game, I think it's an impressive game to watch, and I'm expecting West Ham to bounce back from their losing against Aston Villa. So going to this game against Everton, I'm predicting West Ham to win by 2-0. West Ham 2, Everton 0. Yes, and the next game is between Brighton versus Fulham. Brighton in game week 9, they lost to Manchester City, which was a spot-on prediction for me. And going to this game, I'm expecting Brighton to bounce back from that loss against Manchester City, and facing Fulham, who is also yet to play their game against Tottenham Hotspur. I'm predicting a 3-1 win for Brighton. Brighton 3, Fulham 1. Yes, and the next game is between Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. Yes, I know in game week 9, I predicted Liverpool to lose by 2-1 against Everton, which was very doubtful, but based on how I thought the game could have went, and I mean, it was just a prediction. Before I'm recording this video, a Liverpool fan came and commented that I should better predict a win for Liverpool. If not, I'm just silly. And I know I'm not being pressured by that. It's not the reason why I'm predicting a win for Liverpool. But going to this game, Liverpool against Nottingham Forest, I know this season Nottingham Forest is somehow struggling and they are finding it difficult to score goals. So going to this game against Liverpool, I'm predicting Liverpool to win by 3-0. Liverpool 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Yes, and the next game is between Aston Villa versus Luton Town. I know Aston Villa is a team which is on form, and we know Luton Town at some point in the season will be struggling, despite they have proven they have, I think, 5 or 4 points in the season as it stands in game week 10. But going to this game, Aston Villa against Luton, I think it's going to be a high goal scoring match. And going to this game, I'm not predicting less than 3 goals. I'm predicting Aston Villa to win by 4-1. Aston Villa 4, Luton Town 1. Yes, before we get into the last game in game week 10, which is a match between Manchester United versus Manchester City, I have this important message for you. If you are in and around Accra, Greater Accra in Ghana, I'm inviting you for Escape 2023 with Bishop Eddie Addy. It's going to be a wonderful time in the presence of God. Come with expectations and expect miracles to happen. Bring your friends, call your friends. If you can make it to Escape 2023, your life will never be the same. I can't wait to meet you there. I'll leave a number on the screen. Make sure you contact me and I'll reach out to you and bring you to Escape 2023 at East Legon Hills, Accra. So let's get into the game week 10, the last game, which is between Manchester United versus Manchester City. Yes, this is a match between Harry Maguire, which is on form, against Erling Haaland, who is not even scoring more goals as it stands in this season. So going to this game is going to be interesting. I know Maguire won man of the match in game week 9 against Sheffield United, and I mean, yeah, it's Harry Maguire. He's now on form. Harry Maguire against Erling Haaland is going to be tough and interesting to watch. I'm not going to miss this game. I'll surely watch it. So make sure, going to this game, my prediction, United fans think I'm against them. I'm not against them. If you watch my previous videos, if they are going to win, I predict a win for them. So going to this game, United is going to lose. Yeah, they are going to lose. So going to this game, I'm predicting a 3-1 win for Man City. City 3, Man United 1. Yes, so these are my predictions for Premier League Game Week 10 2023-24 campaign season. I can't wait to get spot ons, as I've been getting each and every week. So this week is not going to be an exception. I'm getting spot ons. So going to this game week, make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Let me know your mind at the comment section. Till we meet in another video. Bye bye for now.